Oh,
Do,
wow.
do, do.
Ooh, fun.
There we go.
All right. So the plotter is a little bit clunky, so I will show you the steps that I go through to make it work.
Thank you. All right.
All right, so here is our plotter that we use for making posters or large scale prints for plans. You'll see it's not loaded right now. What I like to do whenever I come in to start using the machine is restart it. It gets bogged down with other people trying to print to it that is not necessarily the right print for this plotter, and it gets confused. So if you come around, I'll show you there's a power button in the back.
Let's see. Okay.
I'll just go ahead and reboot it.
Okay. So you just hold it down.
Yeah, you can see here it's shutting down.
Okay. Good idea. Clear it all out.
Okay, once it's off, we'll go ahead and turn it back on.
And then this will take a few minutes to come back up.
Yep, as it runs through its processes. So you'll notice that the paper is not loaded right now. We have some paper ready to go here. This is more of your standard plotting paper for prints. We also have some high quality paper up here for posters. with
Which
a
is
gloss.
a little bit shorter,
A little
right?
shorter,
Okay.
but glossy.
And glossy.
To load it, you take this out of the holster, slide that off. Feed this through the roll. It needs to go all the way down to this point. So I usually put it on the ground and help it.
Okay.
Go on,
Oh,
now,
yeah.
now it's seated. Take this piece with the cone pointing inward and we'll feed it into the roll until it's even flat there.
Okay.
Okay. Then you can set it back in the notches like that. Get it nice and straight for when you're ready to feed it. And you'll do it so that the paper pulls from the back to
Okay.
the front. The other way to do it, it would be feeding from underneath, but that won't work.
That won't work.
No. Okay, it just felt that I put in a roll.
Yep, sure did.
So we're gonna keep it as plain paper because it
Mhm.
doesn't give us any other options. But in this case, it is plain paper.
And it's loading. You can see it kind of pulling it through. Correcting paper skew. Nice, helping us get it straight.
And once it cuts off like a 6-inch piece, you know it's pretty much happy with the way you've loaded the paper. This is like your
Proof.
success.
That's the receipt that you've
Exactly.
done it correctly.
All loaded successfully.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now it's ready to print.
Okay.
So we'll pause. I'll go to my office and we'll load up something to print through.
Okay.
Okay, so we're here in my office. I have a map of the campus pulled up. I'd like to print it large, which is why I'm going to use that plotter.
And that program is called Bluebeam, or you could also do this in Adobe.
Exactly, yeah. Any PDF editor would work for this.
Okay.
This one's called Bluebeam.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go to print. And there are a few different printers loaded onto my computer. A lot of people print to EN8P, EN7P. So I'm going to go ahead and first show what would happen if you're on EN7P and show you that you can print envelope sizes. You could print legal, which is 11 by 14, standard letter size, but that's kind of where it tops out, like the capacities of that printer. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the plotter we're using, which is HP DesignJet T630 36-inch, and that's the important thing. Look for the one that says 36-inch. So once I select that, my options of printable sizes grows exponentially. I'm going to use the custom one that I made, custom 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and flip it to landscape because that's what fits best for this plant. And then I have it selected on fit to paper. If I had it on none, then it puts the original size of the print on a really big page.
Okay.
I want it to fit the paper the best that it can.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and change it to that.
Okay.
So once you have your printer selected, 36-inch, you have it the orientation that you want it, and then you have your paper size the way you want that. You can see your paper size up here. This one will be 24 by 30 inches.
And we're picking that because the rule on there is currently 30, but we do have other size options, but the one that's currently on there is 30.
Right, and you do want to make sure that your print's going to match the paper that's on the plotter.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and print. Go ahead and stay by your computer, wait for it to fully load, see if any other messages pop up. Like this one, this just says that our previewer is outdated.
Okay.
I need to install the latest version, but I could still get it to print without doing that.
Nice.
So now we can go over and see how it's doing on that side.
I hear something. Sounds like it's working. It even says printing.
There's a little basket down here if you're gonna do multiple prints.
Oh, yeah. And there's some in there. Looks like a great size. That was fast.
And here we are. Here's your finished product.
Nice.
And this so happens to be an overhead map of the whole campus.
That's great.